This is our good friend ERP. You may recognize him from such educational videos as What is ERP and vague business terms that get shortened into authoritative acronyms to make them sound more credible. ERP has a friend named EDI. EDI is one of those things that keeps our world running. These two have a common interest in improving efficiency, reducing errors, and taking long walks on the beach. EDI is short for Electronic Data Interchange. Imagine you're driving to work in the morning. What parts of this image were brought to you using EDI? Not much, just your car, your cell phone, probably the clothes you're wearing, your sunglasses, your travel mug, and even the coffee in that mug. Pretty much any physical product that you would normally get from a large retailer, like a major department store, or a car manufacturer, or even a big chain premium coffee store, uses EDI to get these products to their stores, and then to you. Let's say you run a business, and that business makes and/or sells things. You should never feel lonely because no business is an island. Your business is connected to customers and vendors all over the place. Your vendors give you products and you give them money. You in turn give your customers products and they give you money. All this excludes banks, as they have a different business model. But how do you know what products to buy from your vendor and in what quantity? How do you know what products your customers want from you? How does anyone know how much and when to pay? These and many other questions are answered by the exchange of standardized documents. When telling a vendor that you want them to send you product in exchange for money, you use a purchase order. That purchase order contains specific information like exactly what items you want and how many of them you want. It will specify the variety in terms of size or color or model. You get the point. It will tell you when to ship these goods and where they should go. Similarly, when you want to get paid, you send your customer an invoice. This tells them how much, in what currency, and by when they should pay you. So what's EDI? EDI is what's called a standard, which, in other words, is a list of rules and codes for all of the information that appears on all of those documents. EDI ensures that all your customers and vendors, and all their customers and vendors, use the identical list of available information and codes identifying them. So it is much easier for everyone to understand each other. So EDI is a standardized list of values used for business communications between companies wanting to exchange money for products, right? Well, sort of. The term EDI is stretched to cover the software that manages all the communication using this standardized list. EDI software creates these documents, also known as transactions, and translates them into messages or mail. It sends the messages containing the transaction information to your customer or vendor. Their EDI software receives and processes the message. All this is done exactly according to the rules, or it won't be accepted by the other side. EDI does a pretty good job of converting what used to be millions of papers being sent back and forth by mail into electronic transaction documentation that gets sent and received almost instantly. Since EDI only accepts messages that have been formatted exactly right, it can be trusted. Banks will lend money based on EDI orders, and customers will often automatically pay invoices and notify you with remittances. EDI sounds pretty great, right? Business gets handled faster, fewer mistakes are made, and it's even good for the environment with all the reduced paper use. If EDI is paired with our friend ERP, all of the benefits we've discussed are multiplied because it connects all the EDI transactions with the ERP inventory management.
To manage orders and pay vendors on time, large retailers use electronic data interchange. EDI helps maximize efficiency and minimize errors. Communication systems have always been the key to successful commerce, from land convoys and relay stations on horseback, to trade routes and light towers at sea, to telegraphs and railways, then to telex and telephone. By the mid-1960s, some large companies began using proprietary linked computer systems to exchange invoices. With each step in this evolution, trading partners expanded their opportunities and increased their potential for profit. By the early 1980s, the American National Standards Institute published its X12 standards for electronic data interchange, EDI, the standard commonly used in North America. In Europe, a similar initiative resulted in a European standard called EDIFACT. EDI improved speed, accuracy, and security in trade communication. However, nearly one-third of businesses in North America may be unaware of EDI and could benefit greatly from adopting it. EDI has hundreds of document types, covering most transactions that are commonly used among vendors and suppliers. A few are shown here. More than just a data format, EDI is a system or method for exchanging business documents with external entities and integrating the data from those documents into your internal systems. Consider how a transaction, such as a purchase order, is processed without EDI. The purchase order may start out as electronic data, but then be printed to paper and manually retyped into your business system. This process is inefficient. It wastes valuable time and creates opportunities for error with every step. EDI increases speed and accuracy. It reduces the rate of incorrect orders, lost orders, and shipping problems. Without EDI capabilities, a business has a greater risk of loss of revenue from chargeback penalties, loss of opportunity due to processing delays, loss of reputation and credit with customers. An integrated, end-to-end EDI solution automatically populates orders into your accounting software or ERP system while checking for errors when sending and receiving transactions. It should also verify that all transactions were sent and received successfully, providing critical process controls for vendors and suppliers. Implementing EDI brings many benefits: reducing or eliminating manual data entry errors, saving chargeback penalties, streamlining inventory management, speeding time to market delivery, increasing productivity without increasing staff, saving on labor costs, receipt verification, improving record-keeping processes. The result is greater competitiveness, which will help put you at the top of the list with larger retailers. A fully integrated EDI solution needs 4 components. On the left is the supplier. On the right is the customer, a big box retailer. First, the supplier needs to have an EDI translator in place to receive incoming documents from the customer and to translate those documents from the EDI standard into a human-readable format. The second component is data mapping. This is provided between the EDI translator and the supplier's accounting software or ERP system. This ensures that the transferred EDI data will appear correctly on all associated electronic documents, such as sales orders and invoices. Data is also mapped properly to the customer's data schemas to ensure that it's sent in the correct format and properly received. Third, all suppliers need a secure and reliable trading network or connection for transmission of EDI transactions with their customers. Fourth is the support and maintenance required to implement an EDI system and keep it running smoothly. These 4